Alright, hey guys, so I'm gonna be using Roblox as background gameplay while I explain my some tips and tricks and some background info on Miss Mangarelli class for the incoming juniors. So first up, I would want to talk about what was my favorite activity or project or lesson this year. And I would say my favorite was just doing all the cursive assignments that you're gonna do, which if you probably already know, but Miss Mangarelli, she's gonna hand you out like cursive packets and you're gonna like just do them. And it's really relaxing actually, and it's really just like chill to like turn on some music or like a video or like a podcast or something and to just get your work done. And it's just really relaxing, and also learning cursive is actually like pretty important I would say. And it becomes useful whenever you're just like signing stuff out or if you just want better handwriting, it's really useful. So yeah, I would say that's my favorite project lesson or activity. Well, what was the most challenging thing in this class? How did you overcome it? I would say the most challenging. Okay, personally, I know this is like non-experience for a lot of people, but I would say the class wasn't that bad. As long as you do your work. Something about Miss Mingarelli is that she assigns all the work really early. So if you're someone who tries to be proactive and tries to get all your work done like really quick, then I think it would be really this is like your environment. I usually try to hand in my assignments a couple weeks early or just like whenever I have free time, I do them. So I don't have to worry about them when like, I'm more crammed and busy with other classes, especially if you're taking more APs junior year. It becomes really helpful to have Miss Mangaro's class and just have all the work out of the way. But I think right now, actually, like well, I have to do my college essays, the speech, and the scrapbook. All of that is currently the hardest, not because of the assignments, but because it's just like after AP testing, I'm like all out of it because I studied pretty hard for the AP test. So I just don't feel like doing any work. So it's been hard to like push myself to do anything at all for any classes, but I'm still trying to get there. I mean, we're almost done in school. But yeah. Um yeah, I think right now it's probably the hardest point. But yeah, this class was overall pretty easy if you just do your work. What skills did you develop or improve on this year? I would say I improved on my physical writing skills because I learned cursive, creative writing skills, mostly because at the end of the year, we did a lot of poems and like poetry and all that. And it was really enjoyable I personally enjoyed like writing some of the poems and all that. And I feel like it's a good way to express some of your feelings. But yeah, I developed in that project management skills throughout all the projects that you have to do for Miss Mingarella, you kind of get used to or like you get in a groove of doing creative projects, which in some classes you might have not had to do. So I find that really useful. What advice would you give to next year's students on how to succeed in this class? Um, I would advise, like I said before, just to get your work done because I will say, if you don't do your work slightly ahead of time, it is really likely to pile up on you because she does give you a bunch of work. But if you can do it timely and you can do it a bit ahead, then it's gonna be pretty easy. Yeah, but yeah, just make sure you do your work and you don't procrastinate. I kind of procrastinated on this assignment a bit. It's due like next week, but it's in a year, so it's kind of been hard to do it. But yeah, just get your work done on time and maybe a bit earlier if you can. What do you wish you had known at the beginning of the year that you know now? I wish I knew how important it was to actually try on all the college board MCQs and like the progress checks because that is like what that is like directly what's going to help you on an AP exam. And I kind of I kind of repaid all that time by like I had to like do a bunch of practice questions and do a bunch of extra work because I kind of didn't try all that much on the progress checks. So I would say throughout the year, just make sure you try your best on the progress checks and try to improve and look at what you got wrong and try to work from that because the MCQ section of the AP test is like 40 points, I think, or and it's a lot of points. So it's worth a lot to just focus on getting it done and trying your best on it and getting better. But yeah, I think that's all the tips I can really share for you for Miss Mangaro's class. So I hope you guys have a good year. And I think I had a fine year. I think it was okay. I mean, it was junior year, so it was kind of stressful, but you know, it's over now. So thank you and hope you enjoyed. Okay, bye.